you. We're at VIR for the second to the last round. Sean, we're with Sean Storment, who is. What's your technical title here at Jordan Suzuki?
I guess you would depend on who you ask. Some people say I'm the chief mechanic. Some people I'm the lead mechanic. Then if you read my card that I get from our management, it says technical staff.
All three things for Aaron Yates he does. And we're here for a toolbox tour. And Sean's going to show us the tools that make the world go round, or his world go round.
Yeah. This is what I do for. I mean, these are part of my repertoire of an extension of my hands, per se. So.
And it's not a lot of tools. I mean, some people think that you guys would have a toolbox, the giant, monstrous 80-drawer toolbox, but you don't need that.
No, it's basically, I like to carry exactly what I need and nothing else. There's excess weight is just not necessary. So.
Well, first off, the thing that's remarkable to me is the T-handles. T-handles are huge in your guys' world.
Yeah, T-handles, they help our job get done faster. I mean, you can tighten and loosen a lot faster by just spinning the tools, so than just doing the ratchet or like a box end wrench, just one turn at a time. So it just.
You do have a few box end wrenches, but those don't get out much, I don't think.
Only for, like, say, shifters and just very, very minimal tools that get used for the open and box end wrenches. So they don't get used very often.
Now let's have a look at your socket set there. Let the cameraman find the socket set. You got a couple of sockets, only 2 deep ones, 3 deep ones.
Oh, there's actually 4. I got 8, 10, 12, and 14. And they all have a particular, those are 3/8 drive, then I have a couple quarter drives, and they're all particular. You know, we use the 8s for like the side covers, the 10s for the front axle, the 12 is for the calipers, and the 14s for the rear sprocket. So then, like I said, I don't use I don't need an 11, I don't need a 13, I don't need a 9. Just things you don't need, I don't bring. So.
Yeah, I think Volkswagen did the odd numbers. The Japanese said, hey, we'll do even numbers.
That's true. I drive a Volkswagen also.
Okay, then you've got a couple of Hex Head sockets there in your socket set, if the cameraman can find those.
Yeah, there's a 4, 5, 6, and 8. And, you know, very rarely do we use the 4 and the 8. There's more for, say, bike build than just the daily maintenance.
Is this the toolbox that you use for the whole, whether you're in the garage or at the pit wall, or do you take a specific one to the pit wall?
I'm fortunate enough to, my, I guess, cohort in this Aaron Yates deal is he has the same sort of package tools. So we both bring our boxes. We leave one down at the wall, which Ryan takes his, and then I leave mine here, so we don't have to haul our tools back and forth.
But essentially, it's almost the same thing in the box.
Just about. I mean, there's slight differences, but we both know where our tools are at. He carries his standard screwdrivers and Phillips screwdrivers in the same place, and I mean, it's really, really close. So.
Yeah, let's talk about screwdrivers. You don't have any super 12-inch long screwdrivers.
No, once again, it's not necessary. You got the 2 short ones for the bodywork. The center one is when we had a front suspension clickers, that was a perfect one for that. And then the other 2, they're just in cases, but there's nothing, those very rarely get used. It's just the 2 bodywork ones that get used.
And I notice you have a tape measure here.
We use that basically just for swing arm length.
You don't measure sag with it?
Sag, what's that? No, we don't measure sag.
Okay, then I see usually a couple of torque wrenches.
Yes, it's probably the best torque wrenches in the paddock are the Tanichis. We have there's a couple of them that are out, we're being used right now. I use a 25 Newton meter, a 50 Newton meter, a 100 Newton meter. And the reason why is so you can do the finite, like clip-ons or 10 Newton meters type small details. You don't want to have one wrench do it all. And in a fast situation, it's nice to have everything set. So like Ryan and I both have the same torque wrenches, and so he'll have one at 14, I'll have one at 10, and we're able to just grab it and do it, not have to worry about trying to set it. So.
Okay, so that we're talking about, this is, which one's that one?
That's a 50 20, a Tanichi. Yeah.
And what do you use that one on mostly?
Calipers. Calipers are rear sprocket. That's like the 25 to 30 newton meter. And we ride in Japanese bikes, so we went newton meters instead of foot-pounds.
Okay, is there any? Are there any like tools, like a particular tool that's like, okay, we are gonna all die in a heap if you forget this tool?
Wow. No, not really. I mean, there's some. I mean, not really, because we don't forget them. I mean, it's our job. You know, it's like your tool. You always bring it with you. You know. So there's something I want to point out that's very particular to the VIR. There's only one tool in this, and that's this. That's this box of thumbtacks. Seriously, this was bought last year for this garage because we wanted to put stuff out on the wall. And I finally got to use it. We didn't get to use it last year, and I finally got to use it this year. So, yeah, that's from our truck driver, Ron. So he provided that.
Well, thank the moto gods.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, it's like I said, it's all, there's some stuff in here that we don't use on a daily basis, but it's like this is the stuff we work on the motorcycle for the most part. This stuff is the extra stuff that, the nice to have when the time comes. And the same thing like with the bottom drawer. You get, the things, I have a soldering iron, tap and die sets, and little wrenches and things that you don't use on a daily basis that you just need to work on the motorcycle. But you can build multiple motorcycles with this one toolbox.
Yeah, it seems like the stuff in the drawer is more long-term use kind of stuff, like a real, like in the garage kind of thing, and the stuff that you have up in the top trays are more, that's what I'm going to use at the pit wall.
Yeah, correct. Like if I have stuff up on the lid just to make more room for the things on the tray, so it's easy to just bang it right out. Like at the wall, you'll notice like Ryan and I will have trays up on the wall that will have one tray will have a front wheel stuff, one tray will have a rear wheel stuff, and one tray will have suspension stuff. And then we have shock stuff when we change shocks. So we have like 3 to 4 trays sitting out on the wall all the time. Yeah. So those are the things we use constantly when we're at the wall. And then there's always those particulars when, let's say in an instance that he does fall down or something, for heaven forbid, falls loose, which doesn't happen. Those are in the lid. You don't have to go dig in a drawer to try and find something. So.
Yeah, if you have to dig in for the tap and die set, it's tough.
It's a write-off.
Let's finish off here with the canned products on the left. We got canned products on the left. Let the cameraman swing around here, and he can get his. We got.
These are the important tools for the bald guy. You got to carry 3 sets, different types. You got the cream, you got the 2 sprays of, sunscreen, so you don't burn your noggin. Then you got the unmarked can, which would be like Jordan polish. Then you got the Elf axle grease. Then you go the 6-in-1, which I use to clean the chain. That's what I sort of clean when I go to prep my chain. I clean the chain with that.
Okay, now wait, that had a bunch of little gear things on it, though, on the picture.
It's like a product they would call WD-40. It's sort of like the water displacement 40. That's sort of the same in the Elf product, which is better, that I use just sort of as a cleaner, not as a lubricant. I use it as a cleaner, just for the chains. And then I go along with a toothbrush, which I broke today, I use a toothbrush and the moto paste to do my chain, to lube my chain.
Who's your toothbrush sponsor?
Actually, sorry to say it, but I stole it from a gift pack at Topeka. I did. They had a free package there, so I just took it because I go through them often enough. And then I have a can of contact cleaner, which is brake clean, carb clean. It's all in one.
Well, thank you very much, Sean. I think that about covers it. A fine job that you do here, and we'll see Yates in my press room.
Yes, you will. Thanks.